It feels so good. The Open Task Podcast has returned. We have returned. Joe Carlos, Calvin Smith. Joe, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Man, I'm surviving, brother.
That's lovely to hear.
I'm
Very happy
I'm
about
I'm
that.
wonderful, man. I could complain, but it wouldn't matter. It couldn't change the circumstances. So, you know, I I'm taking it as it lies, as they said in Happy Gilmore.
Good
Or
to hear.
playing it as it
Love,
lies, whatever.
lovely to hear that. You're looking great.
Thank you, man.
No
Man.
problem.
You
Looking
you
great.
you you a whole world champion now, man. You got your world champion baseball team. Congratulations to
I
the
almost
Texas
wore
Rangers.
something to that effect today, but I said we leave it alone.
I thought you
You
were,
know,
man. I really did. I thought you were gonna have
I
the
was
powder blue.
nah. We kept it. We went straight Omar. It's back to the original brand. I just saw this in the bookstore today. I said, well, okay, new dry fit. Come on, come with me.
Hey, man, draft fits be
So
coming through.
definitely, I had to shoot today. So
Okay,
I needed the dry fit. We weren't going to shoot in the Peter Millar. That's what
okay.
I wore to work. It's
Oh,
like, let's not shoot in Peter Millar. Let's shoot in the
no,
dry
let's
fit.
shoot in the draft fit. You
Let's
say
shoot in the dry fit.
you can be limber and hit those
Yeah,
angles and
move and
yeah,
breathe.
yeah, man.
Yeah. Seen it
Definitely
all in a
down
small town. Had myself a ball in a small town.
Hold on now. We venturing in. I know where you're going, but when they say
Where am I?
small
Where am I
town
going?
now, well, hey, I mean, that's the John Cougar Mellencamp, camp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What is it in my head
nowadays
though?
it's the
What do
it's
you
the
think?
Jason Aldean, man.
Oh, no. That's this town. Oh, I'd never even heard the song, so I didn't even know does he do that to that?
No, 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 no.
I was going to say because John Cougar Mellencamp is completely opposite on that political spectrum.
it is. It
From
couldn't be more
that,
opposite.
yes. No,
Yeah.
and actually, I only know that song from the amazing NBA video,
Yes.
NBA films video. Because it's called something else, not called NBA films. It's something else. The
Like NBA superstars or something
NBA
like that. Yeah,
superstars,
and
a modern
that was
take.
the Larry Bird clips,
Yes, Larry
right?
Bird song. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah,
opens with, of course, Magic
yeah,
Control,
yeah.
and then we go Small Town,
Uh-huh.
John Cougar Mellencamp. Then we
Uh-huh.
go Take My Breath Away, Michael
Yeah.
Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Yeah. And get some
Then it's
Yanni.
Charles Barkley.
Okay, Charles Barkley.
This is Charles Barkley is the Warrior.
Okay. Nah, yeah.
And then Yanni with Dominique Wilkins as Yanni. And even though as I'm sitting here talking to you about this, even though it was a little different, the Yanni thing, it was such a beautiful buildup because, and you'll love it because that's you were there at the Omni.
Oh yeah.
It shows the Omni. The Omni always looked cool to a kid in North Dallas because we watched, Sports Tonight on CNN.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
of
Bernard Shaw?
Fred
No, Fred
Hickman,
Hickman. That's right. That's right.
and
That's right.
Vince Cellini. But we watched Sports Tonight, and we watched a lot of TNT. So we would see the Omni quite a bit. But just the way that Yanni song worked, then when Neek, it just started with the dunks. I've never heard it without it, but I can see it right now. Like Neek is driving in, he's driving down 75, 85. He pulls in. He's in a Mercedes. He's in the BMW. He gets out. He walks in. He's lacing up his sneakers, and everything's building up to the first dunk. And the crowd is filling in, and it was special stuff, man. We've in this town we've been in search of a star like that ever since.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Not often do you get generational talent like that. That now he has a statue though, so that's a beautiful.
He does have a statue, and he's still well beloved. He calls the games. Right. We love Neek. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's where it was that's what was in my head. I think Isaiah Thomas was the right stuff.
Okay.
With
the Vanessa Williams.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not new kids on the block,
Yeah,
yeah. The right stuff.
Yeah.
And then they do it was a special. Then I think they did they did a special song for Kareem. It was his last year. And then the greatest love of all was the Doctor, Julius the Doctor Irving.
Yes.
To end it all, Julius the Doctor Irving. But Dr. J. Okay. Anyway, man. So yeah, Rangers won 4-1.
4-1. it
Three in
was
a row
elaborate.
on the road, bro.
Three
11
of
and
the
0.
Road Warriors.
11 and 0 for the season, for
You
the
can't spell
postseason.
road without the Rays, the Orioles,
Oh,
the
the Astros,
Astros,
nor
and
the
the Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks.
There
That's
you go.
nice. That's nice.
There you
That's
go.
that's a great shirt. I'll buy it, and no one will get it in 10 years, in 3 years.
It's okay,
No one will
but
get it.
you'll
But
know.
it's I.
You'll know.
Yes, you'll
You'll know.
know. I'll
You
know.
will
I was
know.
thinking. I was thinking. I was listening to Atlantis the other day, when the pawn, and such a
No, that's Fiona,
bluesy.
Fiona, Fiona,
That's what I meant.
Fiona.
I meant Fiona. Excuse me. When the pawn, such a bluesy album. I always thought that some R&B singer should come back and remake I'll Know, the last song on that
Ooh.
album.
Mm.
I'd love to hear Sade sing that, or Anita sing that, Adele sing that. I would have loved to hear Amy do it. Um, you know, Sarah Vaughan. I'd even kind of let Diana Krall do it, even though I'd leave her out of that. But
Yeah.
Some traditional R&B or just bluesy. It's an amazing blues song.
Yeah.
It's also, obviously a little toxic, but
Yeah. Yeah.
which is a blues song.
Yeah.
but
Blue song
but
as you
actually,
will
I think
do.
Michelle and
And Nigga Yo
Michelle
Cello.
and Day Cello, I think she could do an outstanding version of that as well.
I
I
believe so as
know.
well.
So right now, if you haven't listened to "I Know" by Fiona Apple, please, please, please go out there. It's
Do yourself
streaming
a
on
favor.
everything. Do yourself a favor. It was a heavy rotation in
In the
Maroon Tiger
Maroon
office in
Tiger
the
office.
fall of
Yes, sir.
in the
Yes, sir.
fall of 2000.
What a time to be alive.
in
When
the
the pawn
spring,
hits.
in the fall of 2000, when
Dot
the
dot
fall
dot dot.
Yes. Summer
Paper
99
bag
was,
was my jam.
I can dig it. Summer 99 was Mirror Ball, Sarah McLachlan. There's a lot of Sarah McLachlan.
In the
Mirror
arms of an
Ball.
angel.
Your love is better than ice cream. Better than anything I've ever had.
Hey
Yes.
man, we were an
As me,
eclectic bunch.
quite just a bit. But anyway, man, it is so good to be in this
It's
saddle.
it's it's great to be back, man. Hey, look,
Yeah.
man, it's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you. You know, we're not gonna do y'all like Lauren. You know what I mean?
Wow.
We I'm not gonna say that y'all should be glad that we just showed up, because that's not how it is, man. We enjoy this.
That was actually a Kanye line. That I even show up to this.
Hey, which song was that? That was
I can't remember. It was Work It, Baby.
Yeah, faster, stronger, stronger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stronger.
that don't kill me. Only makes me stronger. Yeah,
Only
that
makes
one.
me stronger.
Yes, I never thought that Lauren would be Lauren and
She's
Kanye
only,
would be.
she's only human.
She is on here. Okay, there you go. Lauren is only human.
She told us 25 years ago.
Told us. She told us. We let's give her some grace. I'm sorry. I'm her harshest critic. I'm gonna give her some grace, even though
Cool.
the meme I posted today was incredible. I don't know if you caught.
It was. I saw it. Yeah, you. Nah, I ain't going. I'm not going. We're going together. I mean, she's like, oh gosh, David Ruffin. Like, you do know the only way we get paid is if all of us are there, and you're all of us.
Right.
So all these other people are depending on her to just be professional and show up.
Yeah.
But the pressure may be too great for her.
I think so.
In her current mental state, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And I've written a lot of, I say that with no insight.
With no malice.
Definitely no malice, nothing but love. You know, because those kids now are gotta be like 40. You know, the kids are maybe he doesn't know what love is because he never felt love. And he doesn't know what love is. It's like, well, shut up.
Man, those kids, man.
Those kids were special. He got nice shoes. You say you're in love and he got nice shoes. You tell me, what does love mean? Speaking of albums and 25 years with that, but on November 9th, 1993.
November 9th, 1993. Okay. That's 30
there,
years. 30
there
years.
were 3 albums that dropped on that day. There were a lot of albums that dropped that day, but 3 specifically.
Okay.
One is called Balloon Mind State by De La Soul.
Oh, yeah.
One is
called... might blow up, but it won't go pop.
There you go. I always mix this up, so forgive me, all you 5 sticklers out there, and you're probably one of them. Enter the Wu-Tang,
Yeah, you got it.
36 Chambers.
Yes, sir.
There is a the just old dirty bastard expected deck. You got Ghostface Killer, and the Method.
And
Anyway, and the Method Man. And then Midnight Marauders by Q-Tip,
A
Five Dog,
E I O and U,
Alicia Heat
and
Muhammad,
sometimes Y.
and Jerobi, all released on November 9th, 1993. And
Oh,
so much, my life changed
absolutely, absolutely,
on that
absolutely.
day. Balloon Mind State was my boy Dorian. Balloon Mind State was big with him. He was bumping Balloon Mind State hard, bumping it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
For me, and we listen to it, drifting. I need it.
Yeah.
Double cross ain't nobody. What is it? Crossover ain't number double cross.
Double cross.
Never seen 5 niggas will ever say out.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But Break It Down was the breakout. The breakout of that.
Yeah,
I am
killer, and I be just doing this thing
as well. And then so I went to Nobody Beats the Wiz, and then I bought 2 CDs that day. Award Tour was already a single. Cash Rules Everything Around Me I got from on a tape at Homecoming 93 at Howard University.
They used to do that. They used to just pass the tapes out, man.
Pass the tape out, and the B-sides were snippets.
Yeah,
5 different snippets.
Yeah. Such a great sample.
Oh my gosh.
The RZA, man. What can you say about? What can you say about him, man?
So much, so much.
But that's Rakim.
So much, but man,
we love you, Rakim.
We love you, Rakim. I mean, look, man, the RZA, he's razor sharp on the beats, on the beats, on whatever, any DJ.
Can I say this one? Can I say this one? Domination.
He's just a genius. The head. Okay.
Right. Before like Voltron,
he became the head. He's the head. Which sounds a lot like the hoof.
The hoof. Yeah. The hoof.
Same general concept.
Yeah.
But then I was taken on a mystical journey. So the Wu was like, I never heard these sounds before. And the Wu did have something that everybody wanted to hear.
Because I know I wanted to hear it.
I wanted to hear it. And I didn't even know I needed to hear it. And yet it had it. I'm still bumping it today.
Yeah.
So
to this day.
Yeah. I'm from Inglewood. With an I, not an E, with an I. I was on the South Side bench. I've been on the South Side bench lately.
Alan Gale, man.
Yeah, Alan Gale. It's just underrated, way outside. Should have been looked at for the Grammy, for the Emmy.
Shout out to Reese. Shout
out to Reese.
Southside has to be done. He said he told us, he was like, if they get the 3 seasons, then
Yeah, we'll do Southside. We'll do Southside. I think we got to look at it in a different kind of way, because I think we just got to approach television in a different type of way.
Yeah.
But definitely, maybe like our favorite episodes.
Yeah.
And why, and our favorite characters and why.
Well, that's why we brought everybody here today. Because we're gonna we're gonna introduce some categories, some categories.
And we're doing it, and we're literally doing it on the fly. So because it's not a thing that's been written down. Because I'm gonna be honest. So I was deep in my, doing my thing, and I was like, man, we need to do the God. I was talking to Christian Watchker. I said, man, we need to do the Godfather, bro.
Yeah, I was totally with it.
And Calvin was with it, and then JC Love hit me. He's like, I think you did the Godfather. It's like, no, you know who? It was Antoy. He was like, I think you did the guy.
Details. That was in the details. Numbers.
Numbers. And he listens to everything. And so I was like, nah, man, I think we're good. We're good, right? He's like, something tells me you did it. It's like, nah, man, we're good. Antoy, you were right. You'll probably appreciate this shout out. You were absolutely right. And we have done Godfather before.
Absolutely.
And so I watched it. I recorded The Godfather and Godfather 2.
Because they're like on is it like 2 needed? Is there Showtime with it?
They're on Showtime right now. On
Okay.
Paramount Plus,
Okay.
on
I know
Paramount
there's
Plus,
one
they've
of the
got
streaming
three. Three
services you
is
can just
streaming.
jump
Three is
in.
streaming. Yeah, three is streaming on Paramount
Okay.
Plus.
Okay.
But they had like they didn't do the epic. They just did 1 and 2 on
Okay.
Saturday, or this past Saturday.
Okay.
And so I recorded them, and I'm right at the point where they're about to kill Carlo. So like
he had to go.
He did. He did. He had to answer for Santino. Um, he did, and I mean, he had to go from the first time he told Connie to shut up. Like I was like, okay, all right, yeah. So later, after reading the book, it's like, oh, it was much even worse than what I saw on screen. Like much worse than what I saw on screen. It's like, oh yeah, this guy.
Francis Ford Coppola did us a favor in how he presented him, because
several characters, actually several characters. But having said all that, so I want to publicly apologize, because as soon as I saw Calvin's background, I was like, man, we did this before. Yeah, because that's my favorite scene in the film is behind you when he, and I was looking up, I was looking up the lyrics for what he was saying in Italian. And it's disputed. It's disputed, but body language is clear. Yeah, So anyway, man, it is so good to be talking to you via this medium. Want to give a just excited to be here with you. I was able to see you twice in the last month.
Yes, sir.
One for unfortunate circumstances, but it worked out, and we're doing better. And
shout out to
the other shout out to moms, shout out to Mama Pat, huge shout out to Mama Pat. And the other was obviously the fall classic at the Henry Lionel Morehouse College, and which you were in attendance. Praise God,
we did it, Joe.
We did it. So happy it's over. And now on to other things. But
man, hey, no. We gotta take a pause for this, man, because homecoming this year, like, after like 2 or 3 days, people after they're able to like kind of get some retrospect on it, you know what I mean? Like, it was amazing. And word on the street was like, it was like, okay, well, the one after pandemic, we can't top that one, yada yada. It's not gonna be as hype. It was. I would venture to say it was hyper. It was dope. You know what I mean? And like, what I really enjoyed, Joe, and I don't know if you had a chance to really experience this, was like every tent you created a placard for.
Oh yeah, I did create a placard. Yes, I did.
And people
I'm fully aware that I created a placard.
People would just like, and I don't know if you saw the people like they were in awe of their placards. They spent time admiring their placards. Like, yo, this is dope. This is. I mean, it made the experience all the better. Everybody was loving their tents, enjoying the presence of people. Love, hugging each other. They had some choke points, but the choke points were great, because for me, I would always run into somebody I knew, and I didn't care how many people were around. I'm hugging, I'm dapping, you know what I mean? Like, it's Absolutely. Just like, like any opportunity to see somebody, because you don't know. The thing about homecoming is you never know if you're going to actually, there are going to be people that are about 15, 20 people that are going to be there that you're not going to see.
True.
And
very true.
So when you get that moment to see somebody and hug up on them, you know what I mean? Because like, I was looking for Shoni, I didn't see Shoni. I was looking for what was I looking for? I was looking for my boy AJ from New York. Shout out to my man, my great man AJ. I didn't see him, you know what I mean? But the people I did see, like, I took that moment, and to that point, there were people I saw one time throughout the entirety of it, and that was it. You know what I mean? But it was so much love, and you put in so much work. Because that day you talked about when I came to visit when my mom was sick. First of all, I almost didn't get into Joe's office. Let me put that out there. Like,
I told her you were coming though. I told her she's very.
She had the gate. She had the primary gate, the secondary gate. Like, it was like, all right, told her you were coming. You want? You want a tent? You can't see Joe. Like, I
told her you were coming. She's very protective.
I'm just and I see why, because there was so much work that you did, and I mean, there were others that did work, but bro, I'm talking to you.
Thank you.
You did so much great work, and the people that know. And so, thank you, man. Thank you for facilitating that. And
it's a labor of love. It's a labor of love. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. And
LOVE.
LOVE. Yes, LOVE.
Yeah, Senior Love Daddy.
See, I was doing pop top 40
Oh, yeah,
R&B
yeah, yeah, yeah.
funk
That's right.
love.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
It just
I had
came hot off the
occasion to
presses.
watch that the
Hot
other
off the
night.
presses. Hot off the
Yeah.
presses. Oh, well, it's always occasion to watch little Clark and Indigo action there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Always.
Oh yeah, and you can catch our episode of that as well. We've talked about Mobile
Please
Blues.
do.
Yeah.
Please do.
So Joe, which categories we got to keep? I was thinking about which ones we got to keep.
We got to keep them. We'll keep our categories. I think we need to
build
off
on them. Okay, so what we have like, when did you see it?
Yeah, when did you see it?
Okay,
it's great. We got to keep when do you see, because that's our nostalgia, and then I think for our listeners, they ask themselves the question: when did I see that movie first?
Yeah,
yeah.
We got our Brad Shams unsung hero.
Yes, actually it's the El Chico Medallion.
It's El Chico Medallion.
Yeah, so there's a restaurant in Dallas called El Chico. It's a great Tex-Mex place, and the biggest El Chico is the El Chico Medallion, and which I've never been to. I've been to El Chico, but I've never been to El Chico
There's
Medallion.
A place in Dallas that you've not been?
Oh, the El Chico Medallion. I've never been. I've been to El Chico, but never the Medallion one. El Chico Medallion, which is like the biggest one. El Chico Medallion Unsung Hero Award. And I don't know what money they scraped together to buy that on 1080 in Dallas, but they sponsored the Unsung Hero Award.
Okay.
Which I think and the Unsung Hero Award is that person in the film or the television show that's not the heralded star, but without them, it just wouldn't happen.
Right.
In my opinion, I don't know. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
But they're doing the work. They're doing the dirty work. And so back in the 80s and 90s, the El Chico Medallion Unsung Hero Award was about usually like a lineman for the Cowboys.
Okay.
Or somebody making blocks, or it was usually a lineman. But it's not necessarily a named player that you'd find on a cup or a poster or anything like that, or anybody who's wearing a jersey. It's usually somebody doing some dirty work or grunt work, but their work, because they worked so hard, were able to realize success.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. Let's see what else we had. We had the we didn't really name it, but it became a category, like nitpicking.
Yeah, nitpicking. I mean, I don't know another word, or I mean, other than nitpicking is good. I'd like to use another word because of how it's used for another podcast that I love very much. And respect. But my gripes. Because I have several gripes, as you well know.
I have a lot of problems with you people in the night.
I got a lot of problems with you people. I feel vigorous. Vigorous.
Yes, sir.
What the hell does that mean?
We had trying to think, like, some of the categories kind of phased out. Like, I know at one point we had TV show moment, or like
yeah, it's like I had them down. I had them written down. I'm trying to find it.
We sent an email.
I think it was an email.
It was an email.
Who the hell is Renee Zellweger?
Trading fastest.
Exactly.
Sounds a lightsaber.
Why does it smell like lightsaber in
here? Oh man, Leonard Watson.
Okay, it's not there.
I don't smell no food cooking.
Open tabs podcast. Nope, nothing in my notes.
Man, I'm struggling to think of the. Let me think.
Oh, maybe that's over here. I'm listening.
I'm struggling to think of the categories, man. Like
we had them though. We had them for a while.
We had them.
But okay, so
that's the reason why we're doing a reset.
Well, favorite scene. Favorite scene. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Least favorite scene.
Yeah.
And favorite scene, least favorite scene. I don't mind most hated character. Which doesn't mean there has to be a hated character, but I'd like to add. I posit that I would like to add
I
most hated character. I don't think it would
I
be
want the
hard
hate
for
to
us
flow
to
through
muster.
us.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Let it flow through you. Use it.
Most hated character. Okay.
I
Okay.
also like, what is this person doing in this movie? Because in many cases, I sit and think like, why is why are they in this movie?
Yeah.
I'd like to also add this other one, like, um, did we really need this subplot?
Did we
Did we really need
really
this subplot?
need this?
Because sometimes you just don't. I mean, as I'm watching, The Godfather is a masterpiece. I mean, it's
Uh-huh.
maybe the greatest film ever made, and I have no problem saying that. Um, there's some stuff there with Kay. I'm not really. It's better on the page.
Yeah.
It's better on the page.
Yeah.
Either do it or don't do it, but
Yeah.
do it. So there's some subplots, like it's never fleshed out. You don't know what time. You have no concept of time. That's what I was going to say about
Yeah.
Godfather today.
Yeah.
Why did they do this way? We are to believe, and I'll get back to this, but we are to believe Connie got married like close to Christmas time. Then Johnny and when Connie gets married, Johnny tells Vito he can't get the movie, so Vito flies to LA that night to go to the guy, because he's got to do it because they're about to start the picture from here to eternity. He goes out there, and that day they talk to Tony. Either they paid Tony off, they killed Tony. I don't know what they did. Tony is the guy who takes care of Khartoum, the horse, one of the four black people in the movie. They talk to Tony, and the first person to die, the first animal to die in the film is a horse, by the way. And so Walt's fine. So then they have the meeting with the Turk, seemingly like the next day. Like
it seems that way.
It seems like the next day, and the flowers come in because Johnny got the part,
right?
But and then the next day, and I only know it's the next day because the Don had on different clothes. The next day, though, it's Christmas time, because there's a tree there, and it's they're walking out of Best with the stuff, and she's going to buy a tie for Fredo and a pin for Tom Hagen. And they're walking through the Christmas time in New York, and then that's when they shoot Vito. But you're expected to believe all this happened within like 3 days. Okay, so some of these subplots or whatever, just stretch them out, stretch all that stuff out.
Yeah.
And when if you read the book, Connie got married in the summer.
Right.
Okay. They learned about the Connie got married in the summer. It didn't happen. Blah, blah, blah. It happened over a period of time. Yeah. So then the Don gets shot. And they have those newspaper clippings, the montage with the newspaper clippings. One thing Francis was brilliant about is he never showed you the dates.
Never.
Okay, so I'm pausing it, looking, trying to see like how long was the Don in the hospital? And there's a little mess up, because there's a little story that says syndicate big shot Vito Corleone to go home today, to leave hospital. And it says he should regain his strength by the start of the year, by the beginning of the year. But he's been in the hospital for like months, we're led to believe. But if you think of it, Michael's still like bruised up from the when they go to Sicily. Mike's still bruised. It's like, how long has he been gone? How long how long was he bruised up? I know he was in Sicily. Maybe they don't have the best healthcare out there, but it just didn't make it.
Because the book explained that he had a series of surgeries after that, and that took time.
But that had to have been in the United States. Like, they didn't do that surgery.
No, they couldn't have done it to your point. They couldn't have done it in Sicily. No,
because they only allude to it once, when Fredo finally sees, like, it's like Fredo hadn't even seen his brother.
Yeah,
like Mike has been back, has a son who's like 4. I'm serious.
No, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Because Mike's been back for a year, maybe longer. Has a son who's, that's when he rolls up on Kay with those kids. God knows what happened to those kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just abandoned those kids in the streets of New York.
Just left the street, the kids there. And then when Fredo
sees man is home.
Yes, when Fredo sees him out at the out in Vegas, he's like, oh, his doctor did wonders.
Yeah.
It's your brother. You haven't seen him in 6 years? It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
So this is these are plots and plot holes. Like,
come on. There are some holes.
So I'm just saying. So in a film we see a plot hole, let's call it out.
Okay.
As much as we are hard on these films because we love these films.
We love them. It's like James Baldwin in America. You know, it's because I love America that I reserve the right to criticize her.
So speaking of James Baldwin, he's not in Malcolm X. That's a plot hole. That's a problem. That's a big problem. One. Then the guy who says, "Are you Elijah's pimp?" That's Dick Gregory. That's Dick Gregory. That's what Dick Gregory literally said to Malcolm. He's listed as Gregory.
I wonder if it was because of a dispute.
Maybe. Maybe. But this could have been a whole different movie and we might have won Best Picture. Yeah. Messing around if we'd gone in that direction. But I understand Spike needed to live.
Yeah. He was trying to get the financing, brother.
Hey man, it is what it is. But so I always wonder, like, what is this subplot? Why is this in the movie? What do you have any other categories you want to add?
I'm a sucker for music. So yeah, musical highlights.
What's the other one we talk about? Favorite character? It's when because Lenny brought it up. It's like, well, I think the music is the.
But I think that was unsung hero.
Really?
He said Lenny said that the city was the unsung hero in Ghostbusters, or one of those movies that we did with Lenny.
Okay, and he was right. Definitely about Ghostbusters.
He was
very New York,
correct. Yeah,
very New York film. Yes.
Yeah.
Very
but yeah, I'm big on also like the scene, like the locations. Like,
we had the little things. What are the
little things? That's we definitely had the
little things are the things that we like. We need to define it though. What does the little things mean to you?
So when I think about the little things, I think about like the nuances that make this movie or film what it is.
Yeah.
Like the things that you can either only find in this film, or the things that make this film stand out from other films in the genre. Got it. And that reminds me of another category we had, which was genre defining moment, or genre defining.
And which the films, most of our, well, they don't have to have a genre defining moment, but if it does, what did this do? What did this do to define the genre? Better than others. So Boomerang it opened the door for Black rom-coms. Now, were they ever as formulaically beautiful? No, but Strictly Business was pretty darn close. And I think it preceded Boomerang, to be perfectly honest. I think it did, actually. But it was pretty darn close. But then nobody ever made
big and Strictly Business as she was.
No, but nobody, exactly. But nobody ever made another one like those two.
Right.
They just kind of, I get More Money was, it's kind of like it was all the same. More Money is more like More Money and Strictly Business are like a boom boom. And then there was Boomerang, which is like just hovering above it in the ether. I would say, and I'm borrowing this one, of course, what would be a great double feature?
That's always a good,
With it, like, what is the cousin or the sibling of this film? So obviously, The Godfather, you could say, obviously, The Godfather Part 2, or you could say Goodfellas, or you could say Sopranos Season 1 or Season 2, or something like that. But what would so?
What would you like? What would you pair with this? Like your wine
what would you pair with this? Like like a wine pairing. Very nice. So Sideways and I don't know.
Sideways and Election for me.
Oh, okay, nice. Look at him.
Yeah.
And if you're in a PTA in a Paul Thomas Anderson phase, I know you're going Boogie Nights and
that's changed a bit.
I'm sure.
But I'd probably still say Boogie Nights and Magnolia, that back to back.
Okay. See? So and it doesn't have to be the same director. It doesn't have to be the same stars or anything like that. Just like a kindred spirit in film, or a great mashup.
Great mashup, a kindred spirit. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Man, we cooking with gas. Sorry. So far we got When Did You See It? Unsung Hero, gripes, favorite scene, least favorite scene, most hated character. What is this person doing in this movie? Do we really need this subplot or plot holes? Musical highlights, the little things, genre defining moment, great double feature.
Mm.
Let's see. One of the show, again, giving shout outs to the shows that we enjoy listening to.
Mm-hmm.
They do talk about like casting, like
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
just
and so I don't want to do
our ideas for casting.
our ideas for casting.
Yeah,
Would
have been better if this person were something like that.
Yeah. I think we should definitely discuss those the casting questions. I'll put it that way.
Casting questions.
Casting questions.
I also want to borrow one because this has been an all black cast.
Yeah. Could this, and I think we're a little bit better positioned.
Suited, yes. But I do appreciate whenever it could have been an all black cast. Like my best friend's wedding could definitely be an all black cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Harry Met Sally could be an all black cast.
It absolutely. I'm surprised that one hasn't been touched, to be honest with you. Like they did About Last Night, which, okay.
Yeah, but there's some things you're just gonna leave it. Some IP you just leave alone. About Last Night was cool and it was enjoyable.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Michael Ealy, man? Is he still out there?
He's out there. He's making like Tyler Perry stuff, but yeah.
That was my guy for a little while, man. He was on
a roll. He was on a roll. Joy Bryant. That was a fun movie. That was a really fun movie. Kevin Hart,
Regina
Hall.
That
was really fun.
Regina Hall.
And I liked it actually better than the original. For a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't quite. I liked it. The Move to LA. I couldn't quite figure out what Rob Lowe was really doing in that.
Did Rob Lowe know what Rob Lowe was doing?
I don't know, man. There was a lot going on in that.
Was this before or after the Democratic convention? This is like before the Democratic
convention. But this is also, I think it was before. I think St. Elmo's was before this. It was after this. So they were on like, it was weird because in St. Elmo's, she almost didn't do it because she was like alcohol or coke, strong addiction. Ooh. She had like a serious addictions, serious addiction issues, substance abuse issues, and she almost Demi almost didn't do St. Elmo's. Then she got clean, and she was with Emilio, and she got clean, and then it just kind of got a little better and a little better. But like when she was on in One Crazy Summer, she was out there bad, and so it was an interesting time, for her too. But I don't really. It was far. Like the original was like too dramatic in certain ways, and all that. Yeah,
the energy was off.
I like that though. Could this be remade? You just came up with it. You just said it.
Could this be remade
today? Now we did say remade. We did say all black cast. But could you do all black? Could you do this film again today? Like, could you do it again today, or
is it stuck in that time? Is it
like Gone with the Wind? We're good. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah. No need for that.
Rosemary's Baby, though, you could do Rosemary's Baby again.
Yeah, you could do it. You absolutely could do it. Hey, man. Who knows?
It'd be a little different with cell phones. It'd be a little different with phones and Google and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But I think by and large, you could do it. They have redone it. They've redone it. They had a TV show.
They didn't,
or like a TV movie.
It was a TV movie. Zoe Saldana or somebody like that.
They've done modern takes on it, but you could redo it as a period piece with like an interracial couple, or or something. You know what I mean? Something like you could jazz that bad boy up, because when the property's good, when the IP's good, it's good, baby, and then to play with. And as crazy as that, as batshit crazy as that entire story is, I know it can be redone. I think the Kennedy stuff would be a little like, what is this? Maybe you switch it to Barack, or maybe you make it Trump or something like that. But I still think it could be done.
Yeah, I agree.
Not that we were litigating that right now, but it's just a thought.
And then we used to end it with where does this rank? I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like the
that was always like pretty nebulous.
It's like the rule. Yes, it's like the rules in Wedding Crashers. Rule number 52. They never wrote them down. Like it was never the same rule was never applied. I read a lot of information about that film before it came out, and they were like, "Oh, they're just making up numbers." Like on set, like every take,
like ad-libbing all those numbers.
Every take is a different number. Every take was a different number. So
that's great.
Yeah, where does it rank for you? It's not like we write this stuff down.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know where it ranks.
Yeah, we can probably scrap that. We can probably scrap that.
But could this be? You did say, could this be a television show?
Could this be a television show?
Yeah, which is close to something else. But could this be a television show? And which network and why?
Now see, now we're cooking.
Yeah,
because there are certain things that are FX, there's certain things that are AMC,
true,
and there's certain things that are ABC
and HBO.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so
creme de la creme.
Yeah, the creme de la creme. Simply
the best. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's not TV.
It's not TV. It's HBO.
It's not HBO. It's just regular ass TV.
Do you remember that New York Times commercial? He was like the Sunday Times. It was like 2004, 2005. There was like a Sunday Times commercial, and the guy was like, "She retarded leisure. I check out the magazine." And then they Chappelle made fun of, like, people made fun of it. My brother and his friends made fun of that and did a New York Post commercial that was just crazy. I'll have to send you that clip. Whenever I want to laugh, I just watch that clip.
Please do. Shout out to Jordan, man.
Shout out to Jordan.
Good Morning America's own Jordan Carlos, man.
God bless.
Hey, look, we made it.
Varsity Madison Square, man.
Papa Joe and Mama Hazel, we made it.
We made it. We made it. All that education. It's working out. To my dad's chagrin. No one loves the sciences.
I love the sciences, Papa Joe. Hey, you got me, baby.
I'm political science. No, but I called him the other day. I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm going to Poughkeepsie." He was shooting a film. Andy, well within the set, they got a special thing. It's fine. But it's there's a person in it that he's now closed the loop on his Game of Thrones. He did the commercial with the guy with my favorite wildling from the True North. Yeah. He did the Scott's commercial.
Tormund.
Tormund. And now he's doing, and he said his name. I was like, oh yeah, okay. And now he did the film with Brienne of Tarth last week, and I was like,
yes, he truly has closed that circle there,
bro. I thought you'd appreciate it. I hope I'm not violating anything by saying that. So,
the NDA is
it's in the can now, baby. It's in the can now.
In the can.
Yes, he did. He had 2 days.
Nothing about it now.
Nope. He had 2 days. He drove back.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. We love it, man.
A brief rest.
Friend of the show. Been a guest of the show for the Groundhog Day episode.
Yeah, I was recording. He just wanted to talk. It's like, would you please be quiet while I'm running side? He's running sides over there. Like, okay, bro, learn your lines in the other room. You don't have to do that right here. But yes, indeed, man. I can't think of any other categories right now. But the beauty of
we're good.
Yeah, the beauty of it is I'd love to do something like the heat check thing.
Okay.
I don't know what to call it other than the heat check. I wouldn't name it. Maybe
who was smoking hot? Or not smoking hot? Who came in? Who's coming in hot?
Okay,
coming in hot.
I don't know. Chris Tucker on the Chris Tucker Award. Yeah, like the first time you ever saw Chris Tucker on like Def Jam or something like that.
Yeah. Or like in House Party 3, Johnny Weed.
Yeah. I got money over here, over here.
I'm about to get some money over here.
That's prior to Friday now.
That is prior to Friday.
And it's like, huh? What? I'm not gonna forget this guy.
Yeah.
I would say the Chris Tucker Heat Check Award, but there's probably somebody else who came in just as blazing hot.
Nah, man, Chris Tucker. I think Chris Tucker is the one for that.
And it gives a little Atlanta love, by doing that as well.
I mean, our first episode.
It was
forget was Money Talks.
Yeah, Money Talks.
That's
but in that, it was Michael. It was It's Eddie King, in my opinion, that got the little heat check award. Well, actually, I don't know who could get it. I don't even know who got the heat check award for that. I have no idea.
I would give it to Faison. But
probably, yeah. Faison did get the heat check award for that. He did. You're right. He got it. Absolutely.
Oh, how did he grab you like that?
Like this. Hey. Why you say that? Definitely Faison. See? You defined it.
Or Paul Sorvino. Paul Sorvino also.
But he's in it a little more.
That's the kind of argument that we could.
Yeah, he's in it a little more. Yes, but I like Sorvino in that. Yeah, but it was 4 cool days for Paul Sorvino, 4 or 5 days. Gets to laugh, bust his gut laughing at Chris Tucker, and pick up a check.
Well, so that leads me then, Joe, to what should be our return movie. And so
hey man, I'm ready if you are.
Before we fell off, and we were going to do a movie, and I think if we can have time to rewatch it, I think I'm ready to do it because it's going to be timely for Oscar season and everything like that. I think we need to do Air.
You think that's going to be a front? Oh, is it a front runner? A favorite?
Well, no, not for Best Picture, but I think it's going to be in the conversation for the writing awards. Okay. Maybe an acting award here or there.
Like who? Okay, we won't relitigate it now. Well, fine.
I think they're gonna throw Viola Davis into the mix. I really do.
She was on the screen for 3 seconds. You think so?
And they love the Academy loves Viola, man.
Okay, all right.
They love her. I mean, they may not.
I'm not tripping. Hey, we give us all the nomination. Let's do it all.
But I think Air.
Okay.
I think this time next week.
Okay, Air.
We'll talk about, the reunion of Ben Affleck and Matt Damon there.
Yeah, Affleck and Damon. Yeah. Okay, Air. I'm all for it.
It's on Prime.
It is on Prime. I've seen it now 5 times. I saw it in the theater. Well, I'm not gonna go through that. But yes, Air.
What did you wear? I guess we could say this for the show, man. But I let me just ask: did you wear Jordan gear for the premiere or from when you went to go see it?
No, it was Easter. Okay. I went on Easter Sunday. I put on, I don't know what I was wearing.
You ain't had no patent leather, Jay?
Vineyard Vines quarter zip. I was worried about being cold in the theater. Yeah, I did not wear any. No.
Well, I did. I definitely did.
Well, I don't have. I've never owned a pair of Jordans. I've never owned a thing of a Jordan brand. I've never owned anything that has Jordan on it.
This makes sense.
Ever. I have a T-shirt.
I was shocked initially, but now
I have 2 things. I have 2 things, and I want to wear one of them next week. I have a Morehouse basketball jersey that has the Jordan logo.
Okay.
Because we're Team Jordan brand. Yes. Long before Howard University, and then I have long before. And then I have a Howard University Jordan brand T-shirt.
Okay.
Those are the 2 things that have Jordan brand on it, but I've never even tried on a pair of J's.
What size?
11s. I've never even tried on a pair of J's. I just never. It was too, the $65, $70. My parents were not going to do that.
Yeah.
My brother. Although a $60 pair of Reeboks was whatever, but they weren't going to do it, and then my brother mowed grass in the summer
of course
to get him some 4s. I think there were some 4s.
Nice.
And no, they were 6s, some 6s.
Okay.
Some 6s. Okay. And no, they were 7s. I'm sorry. I know what the 6s. The
7s would have had Hirachi sock in it. So
it was the 7s. And the 7s. And that was. And now since that, now my daughter's had like 4 pairs. She's got like 3 pair right now, so she's had like 4 pair. My wife's got like 5 pair, like in current rotation. She's got some J's.
Yeah.
And so, but I still haven't. I just bought a lovely pair of New Balance. They'll be here tomorrow.
And you would kill some kill shots. You got some kill shots.
I got kill shots.
Hey, man.
I got the Morehouse Nike Pegasus Air Zooms that I destroyed. I mean, I dogged those. Unfortunately, I wore those shoes while doing too much homecoming work, and they got dusty and they got dirty and they're white. I need to wash them. We'll see it's got that white mesh cotton thing. What do you say?
Just get a new pair.
Yeah, I know. But I can never wear them. Like if I do it, I gotta like wear it a specific way and then put them up.
Gotcha.
Like and call it a day because
Gotcha.
they're just. Now I think I'm gonna get the Falcon version of those because it's a great shoe to wear to the game.
Yeah.
It's black. You know, I don't think it's gonna get too crazy dirty.
Black stripe.
Yeah, it's like pretty much black. It's like a little bit of red in it. Like the amount of red in that shoe is very, very small. Nice. But it's I mean, I wear all black when I go to the game, so
nice.
It just makes sense.
It's kind of like a funeral. Oh, I didn't say that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. We're gonna win the South. We're gonna win the South.
Are we? Mm-hmm. Arthur Smith is trying to.
We're gonna win the South, bro. You heard it here first.
I don't like our derpy coach.
I understand. We're gonna win the South.
FedEx Dream.
We're gonna host a home. We're gonna have a home playoff game when we win the South.
For your sake, I hope so, man. I want you to be in the building. I want you to.
I will be in the building. No, I'm gonna be in the building.
Yes, sir.
Right, boys in the building.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll be in the building. But this is productive.
This was productive.
It's like a soft opening.
Soft opening. It's like, hey, man, I love a good soft opening.
Yeah, it's like he said.
That's what we're gonna call this episode.
The soft opening. He's gonna say, like, I think it's Ocean's 11. He's like, what's a soft ocean? No, it was Ocean's 13. What's the soft opening? It's like when they opened the Flamingo, one day it was closed, the next day it was open.
Right. Hey.
I was there.
Ruben.
It's kind of virtually impossible that he was there, but
well, you know.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is exactly what it is.
But shook Sinatra's hand.
Hey, that's the code, baby.
That is the code.
What I want.
I'm gonna watch Willie Bank when I'm watching that tonight.
What I want was most important to me.
What's most important to me. Exactly. I hear cars coming up and down the driveway. I hear Linus crying. Why don't you tell me what everyone else seems to know? It's such a good callback, man. Hey, look.
I hear cars coming up the driveway. I hear Linus crying. Elliot Gould never misses. He never misses.
Shout out to Elliot Gould, man.
Shout out to Elliot Gould.
Only on the Overtime Task podcast, we can give a shout out to Reese Hendricks, and then in the same episode, give a shout out to Elliot Gould.
Yes.
That's how. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, indeed. On that note, I have nothing else. I literally have nothing else.
On that note, we are out of here. Hey, look, this will be posted on Anchor. It'll be posted on the Spotify. It'll be posted on the Apple Music podcast.
Yes.
It will be posted on YouTube, wherever you choose to get your media. Let a friend know. The Open Task Podcast back with a soft opening. We'll be back next week with Air.
Got it.
A vigorous discussion of the Oscar-worthy merits. That's something we forgot about. Oscar-worthy stuff. We need to talk about where it fits in the Oscar rubric. But we'll talk about those kind of things too. And so until next week, I'm Calvin Smith. He's Joe Carlos. We love you guys.
Love y'all. Thank you.
Thanks.